Hola sunflowers, it's your homegirl Rissy here. Welcome back. If you're a new viewer, thank you for joining today. I'm posting my video on a Friday this week. I got a little busy, but I might be alternating between Thursdays and Fridays going forward. This will be my last video on my Peace of Mind series for the month of March, and today I will be talking about autism. I was walking through this large rose garden in Berkeley, California, and was amazed by how many different kinds of roses I saw. And just like these roses, all of us are unique and beautiful. In 2019, I took a leap of faith and decided to change my career path as I was introduced to the world of applied behavior analysis, and so I studied to become a registered behavior technician. I still had to work to provide for myself, so during the day I worked part-time as a dance store assistant manager, and at night I was a Las Vegas showgirl and did multiple events for the showgirl industry, as well as teaching dance classes on the days that I was not performing as a showgirl. I've been a dancer, singer, and performer since I was a young child, and it's always been something that I've been very passionate about, but I felt like I was still missing something that I was also passionate about, and that was helping other people. So after a lot of hard work and 40 hours of field training, which included some small caseloads, I was able to get into the field of ABA, but there were some setbacks due to COVID, so I wasn't able to be a full-time behavior technician until about May of 2020. I continued dancing, singing, and performing on top of my job as a registered behavior technician. I was already a dance instructor for about 7 years prior, and I would continue to do the performing and teaching for another 3 years following. But all of the dancing, performing, or teaching in the world would never prepare me for the challenges that I would soon face as a registered behavior technician. It was a completely different career field for me, and it took me a little while to get my feet wet, but luckily I was paired with some awesome kiddos, and I was taught how to administer programs and skills for behaviors to help the kiddos that I was working with. This career path allowed me to achieve my goal of helping others and to make a positive impact in the autism community for these children and their families. Much like this Bellagio fountain, a neurotypical mind is clear and focused, but our neurodivergent friends definitely have a power all their own, as their minds are more like this Disneyland fountain. Having a neurodivergent mind can feel like there's a lot of tabs open at once, and it can become very dizzying at times. But don't get it twisted, because neurodivergent minds are some of the most intelligent and creative minds you will ever encounter in your lifetime. So let's take some time to learn more about ASD, also known as autism, and be sure to stay tuned until the end, as I have included some healing frequency music for calm and focus. It's one thing to feel like you're on the outside looking in, but imagine having the most intelligence with complex skills and struggling with the most simple skills. For a person with autism, having something as minor as a hole in the sock can cause extreme emotional dysregulation. This type of neurodivergent mind processes every minute detail and has high sensory needs. In children with autism, you may notice a lot of sideways play. You may also notice that people with autism will hyper-focus on a preferred activity, and it may cause overstimulation, which may result in maladaptive behaviors. You may also notice that they are frequently distracted as they are observing all of the stimuli around them, and in some cases, the stimuli may overwhelm them and cause them upset. An example of this would be sensitivity to loud sounds, also known as noise aversion. Since our friends with autism have high sensory needs, it can be helpful to have noise-canceling headphones or sensory toys around them. It helps them to process their environment while feeling less overwhelmed. Despite processing life differently, our friends with autism still want to be included. That's why it is important that we celebrate the differences of others. So what exactly is autism defined by? Autism Spectrum Disorder refers to a broad range of conditions characterized by challenges with social communication skills and repetitive or restricted behaviors or thinking. This definition comes from autismspeaks.org. Since autism is a spectrum disorder, a lot of people with autism can be on the far end with excess in their behaviors or on the low end with deficits in their behaviors. In a lot of cases, people with autism are high functioning and would be closer to being off the spectrum. A big goal in ABA is to help our friends become as high functioning as possible. It is important to have autism awareness in order to help our neurodiverse friends feel included, but most importantly, to help them thrive in the best way possible. Here are some ways that we help our friends with autism thrive. It is important to note that these are only suggestions, and if you do not have authorization or permission from a caregiver to help a person with autism, please seek assistance. It's important to understand that all people with autism are completely different. Some may require a lot of assistance, while others require very little to no assistance. Some of our friends with autism are minimally verbal or completely nonverbal and require what's known as PECs or visual aids to communicate. There's also what's known as an AAC device, which is a digital device with choices and voices, which allow our friends to communicate. ABA services are available to our friends with autism who require more assistance. I've noticed that not a lot of people are aware that ABA services are available to them. If you're seeking assistance, please contact your local medical care provider or insurance company to see if you are eligible for these services. Are you still there? If so, it's time for some calm and focus in 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much for watching. Join me next month as I start a new series called I Did What? I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and don't forget to stay healthy and hydrated, my friends.